수연아 같이 가. 아빠랑. 수연아?
아빠 너무 무리거잖아.
알았어.
그만 찍어.
알았어. 미안. 그게 해리가 살던 방이잖아.
Hello everyone and welcome to the making of Harry Potter. Now before we start, I do have two questions to ask you. Question number one, if I can ask everyone to put their phones and cameras away from me, as there's no filming or photography in this room or the next, but as soon as you get into your first big set, you can take as many pictures and videos as you like. Question number two, bit of a daft one, but I'm going to ask it anyway, but do we have any fans of Harry Potter here today? That's what I like to see. So, if I can ask everyone to put their phones and cameras away from me, as there's no filming or photography, as we're going to listen to a few portraits talking about their favourite things from the films.
One of my favourite moments about the Harry Potter films is the bit where Harry gets to ride up beak off in the lesson. It's sort of like a break in the films where he just gets a chance to just...
Fantastic! So you'll recognise the big girl in the entranceway to the castle. And that means there's something very special just behind these doors. Now, speaking of special, do you have any birthdays in that crowd? Any special occasions? I graduate next month. That's it, come forward, I need a helper. That's it. Grab a hold of the door handle for me. Now I'm going to greet you all with the very words that Harry had when he first arrived from the castle. Welcome to Hogwarts, and push that door for me. Fantastic, and go on in. Yes, this is the one, the only, the Great Hall of Hogwarts. It's one of the first sets ever constructed for the films, and as you make your way inside, you might notice it's also one of the largest. Now, the Great Hall originally stood for over 10 years on Soundstage B, just to our left, before we walked here piece by piece for the tour today, to get out those phones and those cameras and take as many photos as your heart desires. Now, I know you've only been in the Great Hall for a mere matter of moments, but I'm sure you've also spotted the 400 candles hanging from our great hall ceiling. Now, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but these are not the real candles. Back here in the Philosopher's Stone, they did use real candles in the Great Hall. These candles had a real fuel reservoir and a real wick, which produced a very real flame. The problem is the fire would set the wire alight, meaning the candles would fall from the sky. Because of this, they were replaced one of the real candles, the CGI candles for the remaining Harry Potter films. Luckily for us here at the tour today, then, John Richardson and his special effects team have brought the candles to life once more, this time with LED lights for us to safely display them for your enjoyment. Now, as you continue to make your way inside the Great Hall, I'm sure you've all spotted our glorious chocolate feast with food that looks almost good enough to eat. Now, I say almost good enough because it's not actually real food. Real chocolate and ice cream would melt under those hot studio lights, so instead they made it out of plastic called resin. They did cover with one exception, a wonderful phoenix head like the one on your left. They hired a company down in Brighton to make a very real chocolate cake. This cake is so realistic that they forgot that it was made out of real chocolate. So once the film was over, they sent it to storage, where it lived for 7 years before being rediscovered and properly disposed of. Now, as we're in the Great Hall during our Tri-Music Tournament feature, we're about to give a nice warm welcome show. Just a one-night that show creates special effects. There's a gold, loud noises, auto-based smoke effects, and flashing lights and strobe effect. If you need to avoid any of these things, please take out our grateful arches. Yes, we have in fact been joined by the wonderful Alistair Mad-Eye Moody to the left-hand side of our teacher's table. His costume is complete with Mad-Eye's wooden staff and his magical eye for which he was named. Now, when they created this eye for the film, they created a plastic casing with a magnet underneath. The magnet was controlled off-screen via a remote controller and enough to get carried away, allowing the eye to spin around too fast, which would actually lead to a popping out of its socket and go rolling along the floor. Now, unfortunately, our time together in the race is starting to come to a close. Just a couple more things before you go. If you have one of our digital guides with the blue lanyards, you're looking for the numbered icons throughout your tour. Number 1 being the director's voice here beside the arches. And if you have one of our studio tour passports, you're on the lookout for 7 stamps and 15 golden stitches throughout your 5-minute tour today. And I'm going to give you a clue. The first golden stitch is just above the answer on your left. And the first stamp is our way for it to come through. If you go to a passport and you'd like one, you can pick one up from the very first stamp. But for now, I'd like to thank you all once again for coming here today. Now feel free to go and explore behind the scenes for this magical film series in the world.
That'll be part of the set. Well, the film that with specific shots. And you see the clothes.
Here you go.
One of the buildings in one of the shows. What are we looking at?
이쪽 설마 여기.
Shield and hold it, and keep holding it, and release onto the Death Eater. Keep moving with everyone, check out attack move 1 and attack move 2. Fabulous. Our Death Eater does not look happy at all. I think we've got some more skills to show, don't we? I think we've still got one more left to show off, and that is our Banderilla spell. Our Death Eater is calling Lord Voldemort. This means we're going to have to hit the big spell out. Everyone shoot me on Banderillas and fire! Fabulous. Fire all that magic. And I think we did a pretty good job. Well done, everybody. Give yourselves a round of applause. Better luck next time.
Stand alone. turning back. As from this moment, the Triwizard Tournament has begun.
Hey everyone, thank you for watching our demonstration.
사람들이 여기 모이죠. 사람들이 순서대로 가는 건데, 순서대로 가는데 이쪽에 있거든요. 이 다리 한번 지나갈 거야. 코가 그렇지. 밥?
Okay, bye bye. Bye bye.
Mira mamá, mira mamá, mira mamá.
가면서
Each one of them proceed to the next task.